There, let's just start streaming it. Should be go. Here we go. Checking it. 1, 2, 3. Do they see me? I can't tell. Let me check before we continue any further. Let's see if you see me. What do we got? Oh, I am live. Good. Cool. Let's move that out of the way then. Wonderful. Hi. It's April. Well, now it's May. April was good to me. I got a little tote right here full of good stuff we're going to look at. Bunch of fun stuff I picked up. Let's just start right off the bat. The Mel Brooks Collection for $5. Come on. Look at all that quality stuff in there. Young Frankenstein, To Be or Not to Be, silent movie, high anxiety. I mean, History of the World Part 1 is probably one of my favorite films. Easily. It's only missing Spaceballs, and I think Life Stinks. But hey, for $5, if you ever find that Mel Brooks Collection, you'd be doing yourself a solid by picking that up. Let's switch over here to the VHS. I got a couple fun VHS right here. First one I picked up in this cool clamshell, Transformers the Movie. Yeah, you got the touch. Pew, pew. That's it. It's a cool late release clamshell. I like those. And another one I found just the other day, Beetles Yellow Submarine. Oh, man, I don't think I've seen this in years. I can't wait to watch this. I don't think it's good, but it's surreal, and that's good enough for me. Oh, yeah, I should do this so I can see comments if they pop up. There we go. All right. Let's work over now. Let's put these over here. We'll be seeing those later. Some VHS. Starting with Breaker Breaker with Chuck Norris. I love CB trucker movies. I've never seen this one. Let's see if it's any good. Next on the list, here I'm going to do this so I can see both the preview and the chat if anyone talks. Sweet. There we go. Just like that. Sorry, I'm doing little things on my end here. Lovely. Okay. Next up, this is so 90s. Beanie Baby Lover video. The best part is it apparently has the original Beanie King. Oh boy, what a title to reign over, huh? I am the king of the Beanie Babies. Sure. Learn basic social dance. Be the life of the party. Mary Lou is going to let you know. Look how fun Mary Lou is, and look at her. She went to glamour shots for that. That's beautiful. That'll be a fun watch one night when I'm, there. Have a little sip of my coffee. Next up, Elvis, live from Hawaii. Yeah. It's got CC Rider, Burnin' Love, Hound Dog, Blue Hawaii, Suspicious Minds. I mean, there's good stuff on here. It says 1990. Sure. Let's have fun with that. This I already had, but JP Patches, Volume 1. The Gertrude Reveals Super Clown. I'm not a clown fan by any stretch, but this guy, he's probably the best clown that's ever lived. Because he's not creepy, he's actually hilarious. He does outlandish shit. Big hit, Happy Body, Mr. Baseball. When I first learned that Japan even had their own league, this movie's awesome. There's some cheesy parts in it, like how he keeps calling the guy Mukau. Mukai, yeah. But yeah, it's a stupid movie, but I love it. Next up, Pretty in Pink. I did not own this in any capacity, not even on DVD or Laserdisc for that matter. So let's add that to the collection, huh? Someone wanted to do Pretty in Pink this weekend at Rock Band. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, Reefer Madness. Yes. I love the part at the end where she gets high and she plays the piano faster. It's so stupid. Love the theme, but I don't remember the movie. I honestly do not remember this film, and I love it's that old style, like every angle of it. You have to open it from the side to get it out. Oh, proof of purchase, in case you might want to get that St. Elmo's Fire windbreaker promotion still. Oh, one of our Yakima boys, Kinnison. Oh! I'm not going to do that's R.I.P. headphone users. I'm not going to do that, but he's raunchy. It contains foul language, and that is no joke. You may see this Laserdisc. Where is it at? Yeah, right there. Is actually a copy of this. Olivia Newton-John and Electric Light Orchestra's masterpiece, Xanadu. Yeah, I think I saw it once on Laserdisc like a year or so ago, and I remember it being really strange, so I'll watch it again. That's about it for the VHS. And back over here, this was kind of a bummer. I got this a couple weeks ago. You can see the big dent in the package here. It dented the disc, too. I got me a Laserdisc copy of Fear of a Black Hat, which is, I dare say it, the hip-hop Spinal Tap. And unfortunately, it also chipped the disc. See that right there? See it? Big old chip out of it. I'll just use that for art, I guess. It's an amazing movie. Rightfully silly, too. It's pretty out of control. Here's a small section here. These I couldn't believe. I only found these for $2 each. This one apparently is worth a few bucks. Cattle decapitation and gongos. I don't know, but the vinyl. Look at that. Apparently there's only 150 of these with the red splatter. That's dope. Not bad for $2. And then one of my personal favorites, Carp. Oh, an old Carp 45, an old Carp single. Back when they were starting to put it with they just fill in the hole for you. That was a big deal in the 90s. What should we move on to next? Hey, got a bunch of cassette tapes right here. Start with this little pile here. These need to get integrated in. This one has one of those crappy, so you can see the circular holes on it. Infectious Grooves, featuring Robert Trujillo and Stephen Perkins. So that's kind of an interesting little thing. Whitney from '87. She wants to dance with somebody who loves her. Jag Isles Band, Love Stinks. All I can say is boom, boom, psh, love stinks. Boy, is that ruining it? They're having these out like that. Christopher Cross. Does that spoil the surprise? Great fucking album. Ride Like the Wind rules. Sailing rules. Light FM rules. This rules. Tres Hombres. Waiting for the Bus. Precious and Grace. Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. Just a fucking firecracker of a tape. And I haven't listened to this yet, but Jefferson Air Starship Winds of Change is the one after like Find Your Way Back. And I don't think this has any singles on it. I don't see anything I know on this, so that'll be a fun listen to later. So those are my unorganized tapes. I need to make a little room over here. I got a whole crate here. We're not done yet. We're only, what, a few minutes in? We've got more to go. Let's start with some CDs. Here's another little pile here, just ones I haven't integrated yet into the big pile here. Bob James Heads. Oh, my God. I always passed on this record for years, and then I started listening to it, and this is just a smooth jazz masterpiece. He's probably most famous for the theme to Taxi. That Boston's greatest hits. Had songs I didn't have on the other records, and I already have all the other stuff, so can't say no to Boston's greatest hits. Grateful Dead, sure. Not my favorite Dead album, but I know people love it, and I don't have it, so there you go. I owned this on vinyl so many years ago. I don't know why it's missing, but Ice-T, The Iceberg. I mean, I'm looking at some of the names on the back of this, and it's like, this is a dark-ass fucking album. You look at the cover. That's just dark. I found this sealed, but I opened it because it's not like a valuable one, and it's actually a BMG. Beck's Mutations. One I was missing. I'll take it. Yeah, The Great Purge from 20 years ago. Legend of a Band. Not Grateful Dead. Moody Blues. Oh man, some great songs on here. I'm just a singer in a rock and roll band is just such a jam. Temptations, Decade 2, so this is their 70s stuff, Ball of Confusion and such. Papa was a Rolling Stone. This is a, look at that pose on the back. That's almost the, what's his name? Mark Gormley. It's almost the power pose right there. And BTO, you ain't seen nothing yet. And they ain't kidding. We still got the ways to go, hence these rapid fire things. Those of you who might be observant, noticing over my shoulder right here, see the lady with the headphones on? There she is again. I actually found a copy for like $5. I love this freaking album, and if you've never listened to Super Drag's Head Trip in Every Key, just do yourself a favor and just stream it, YouTube it. I don't care how you listen to it, just listen to it. I'll put my coffee down here. We're going to be, we still got a ways to go. The Shadow Music of Thailand. This was just super cool. So it's like 1960s, as you can see, like Thai takes on 1960s music. The disc was a little sticky, got stuck in my Blu-ray drive for a little while I was ripping it. But yeah, this is some cool ass, like I've never heard Thai 60s music. Rock and Roll Joe, a tribute to the unsung heroes of rock and roll. I don't know what this is. I needed stuff to look at. Anyways, Felix Hernandez in the Rhythm Review. Again, don't know what this is. Looks pretty dope. Oh, Rosie Flores. What's it say? A honky tonk reprise. Look at her. You, Rosie. Get it, girl. If you look on the back, I didn't take the stickers off of that either from the thrift store. Look at her. Just wilding over there. And another classic country. These are story songs. I love a good country story song. No CW on it, though. I'm a little disappointed by that. And yet another copy of Van Halen's 1984. And I guess the bigger question is, how many copies can a man own of Van Halen 1984? And the answer is yes. Oh, here's some soundtracks and some other fun stuff. That thing you do with the Oneaters. Nope. Probably best known by the people who do Fountains of Wayne. That's their big. They had a big contribution to that. Burt Bacharach and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and raindrops keep falling on my head. I couldn't believe I found this week. The Decline of Western Civilization to The Metal Years, the soundtrack. Apparently it was offered through BMG. It's got Alice Cooper, the Faster Pussycat, Lizzie Borden's Born to Be Wild. I used to have a good time watching this back in the day. I found them again recently on DVD, and I actually did make a very nice DVD copy of all three of those. The first and second ones first one's really good. Third one's like, it's like gutter punks. Viva Italia. This is just like 1940s and 50s, like Italian smooth jazz and stuff like that. It's the stuff you hear in the background at Buca di Beppo, basically. We just call it the Buca di Beppo soundtrack. These next three are kind of cool, and they weren't even in Discogs. Like other ones in the series were, like this sound effects library, this General Sounds, and the most current and authentic sound effects. This one on the back, this is pretty cool. There's a whole thing about, I know you probably can't really read that, but it's basically talking about, these are like gross sounds and just obnoxious sounds, which is just, if you know my old noise band, we would have had a field day with that disc. We would have had too much fun with that. Our next layer, oh boy. I guess we're just going to work backwards here, huh? Yeah, we'll just work backwards here. I don't know where these are all going exactly. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Or should we work the other way around? Let's work the other way. Let's do this the other way around, eh? Here we go. I'll make sure this is muted, too, so I don't get any phone calls from scammers or anything, or anyone calling me excessively. It does happen from time to time. Okay. Let's start at the very top with the numbers. 10cc's greatest hits. If you don't know about 10cc, do yourself a favor. Just immerse yourself in 10cc for a day. There is just no shortage of amazing songs from that band. Our next one, what is that? Fifth Dimension. Yeah, I got about 25 of these tapes from a friend of mine. Friend Helen gave these to me earlier in the week, or early in the month, so these are pretty cool. And some of these I found like this, Adam and the Ants, Dirk Wears White Socks. And I love this. Look at the tape. Oh, that is so cool. It is like printed label sticker. I mean, you just don't see those kind of CBS tapes in that cool yellow. That is rad. Oh, yes. And then what's next? Oh, what is this? It's a little out of order here. Oh, I don't know why these two are together. We can come back to those in a minute when it's their time. The Association's greatest hits, because everyone knows it's windy. Ba-boo-ra, yeah, okay, whatever, old South Park joke. And more Barbara. I've never actually listened to Superman. Apparently that's her breakthrough album. Now this I know. I am a fan of Low. I love me some Barry Manilow. Manilow 2's got It's a Miracle. Certified banger. I have to see right at the beginning, side one. It's a Miracle. If you don't know, I don't care if you hate Manilow. I know there's some friends of mine that do. And yes, they're still my friends. Manilow live, never listened to it, but he's got his medley of all of his old songs on it. To Beach Boys Volume 2. Second half's got some stuff I don't know. Long Tall Texan. Yeah, Please Let Me Wonder. Yeah, I don't know those ones. I'm sure I've heard them. I'd have to be like, oh, that's the one. Ring, ding, ding. Let's move these over here. We're going to run out of space over here. Okay. The Stranger, Billy Joel. This has this cool, as you can see on the top of the tape here, showing you. So if you had them like all lined up in a stack, like a bunch of tapes, you could just look at the end of it instead of this end. I prefer that end. Stranger's amazing. There's some cool-ass fucking songs on there. The Greatest Hits, double LP on one cassette. That's just nonstop goodness. Speaking of which, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Oh, yeah, that's another good. I saw them a couple years ago before lockdowns. If you've ever been where I'm at now, you'll know this piece of art. Brad Interior's, holy crap, very underrated album from the 90s from Sean Smith and, was it Regan and, what's his name? Stone Gossard, I think, is in that band, too. Buddy Holly. You already know. If I need to explain to you who Buddy Holly is, read a book. Captain Tennille. Come In From the Rain. What's on this? I don't see Muskrat Love. It doesn't matter. Carpenter's Christmas, even if you don't. I mean, this is probably the greatest Christmas album. It's just gorgeous. Like, it's Christmas music's not my, gotta fucking listen to it, but yeah, that's a pretty album. Cat Stevens' greatest hits. Baby, It's a Wild World. You already know. Oh, shit. I've been listening to this a lot lately since I got this tape. Def Leppard's fucking High and Dry. Let It Go is amazing. Another Hit and Run. High and Dry. Bringing on the Heartache. Switch 625. That's just side one. Just comes out swinging. Yes, there was a point where Def Leppard kicked ass. Oh, what is this? Volume 1 and 2 of the Supremes anthology. Pretty rad. Lots of good tunes there. First Dire Straits album. That's where we get the Sultans of Swing. Check out Guitar George. He knows all the chords. Don McLean, American Pie. That was a secret song last month with Weird Al did it with The Saga Begins. Donovan's greatest hits. What was that? Sunshine Superman. Yeah. What else has he got on here that we know? Season of the Witch, Mellow Yellow. Yeah, he had a few cuts, didn't he? He did okay. One of my favorite underrated Elton albums, Rock of the Westies. Holy crap. This album just rules. Yell Help, Wednesday Night, Grow Some Funk of Your Own. Street Kids was on GTA 4, and that was just awesome. Oh, the ones I skipped earlier, these need to go, I think, in Chipmunk under C. That's why I had them moved. First one is Chipmunk Punk. If you ever listen to the Sludge Pop series, these guys take this stuff and just turn it on its ear. And the reissue of Urban Cowboy for a modern era with Boot Scootin' Boogie. That's what we needed. Chipmunks and country. Oh, here's some more. You want some more? Elvis's Christmas album. I mean, Elvis, it's Christmas. What else is there? The greatest name in all of music. That's always made me chuckle. Engelbert Humperdinck. I don't know. GTR. Apparently this is members of Genesis. I want to say it's Tony Banks, Steve Hackett, and Steve Howe. So yeah, this is some prog stuff apparently. I've never listened to this. I'm looking forward to spinning that one day. The greatest band to ever feature a chainsaw solo. The Lumberjack by Jackal is so ridiculous. And then what else is on here? The Down on Me song. That's just a good song. I can't deny that. One of my favorites. Priest. Screaming for Vengeance. I mean, when this got released for Rock Band content, I was like, oh, hell yes. I mean, if you don't know, just find an open field and get an old car and just drive as fast as you can and put that on and you'll thank me later. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, as in like that Union Gap that's like a few miles away from here. Yeah, good job, Gary. Here's another Gary Puckett one, just bubblegum. See, it's bubblegum music. That's why there's a bubblegum machine on it, right? Ha! Boomer humor. Speaking of boomer humor, the Grassroots featuring, what's his name? Creed from The Office is on this. Yeah, more you know. That was a pretty album. Jim Croce's Photographs and Memories. That's full of lots of good songs. Bad Leroy Brown, Time in a Bottle. Here you go. 2 from Loverboy. I Got Lucky. Mac Davis, Burnin' Thing. Could be an STD song, I don't know. Mike and the Mechanics. I forgot how good Silent Running is. Fucking Silent Running's awesome, and All You Need a Miracle. I mean, those are just, that's 2 great ways to start off as I fumble this around. It's got Mike from Genesis in it. Pretty good. Paul Anka. I don't know. I don't really listen to Paul Anka. Paul Revere and the Raiders. It's a sweet stash, bro. Ooh, I saw Primus on this tour. Tales from the Punch Bowl. This has been on my my want list for a while. I want the CD-ROM version that features the I put like the CD-ROM content. They had like a Windows 95 expanded, enhanced version, and I don't know what the fuck happened to it, and I wish I knew. Queen's Greatest Hits. If I need to explain that to you, you just don't know music. Rap Rhymes. Who's on this again? Sultans of Swing. Well, we talked about them. That same one. Kid Frost, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Old McDonald's Farm Disco. Oh. David Faustino from Married with Children. Shh. Why not? Sam Cooke. Just amazing. We are Scorpions. The Zoo is amazing, but that cover is terrible. Starship, Knee Deep in the Hoopla. This is where you build your city out of rock and roll. Steely Dan's Greatest Hits. I mean, it's Steely Dan. If you don't know Steely Dan, go down that rabbit hole. This is the tape that's got the touch on it. I don't know if you can see it on this backside here. Let me turn it around. So if you've ever seen the Transformers movie or Boogie Nights, right there. Oh, other side. See it? I don't see it either. There it is, here right there above the 87, the touch. That's it. You got the tape. And last but not least, some Stevie Winwood back in the high life again. Always Sunny did get one thing right. That's boat music right there. That's good boat music. We still got some CDs to go through. You sticking around for a little more? Great. You could have turned this off by now if you weren't interested. Where does it start at? Let me see here. Oh, yes. Took me a moment because I have these ones that haven't been, I can't find where they go, so we'll get to those at the end. It's tearing up my heart. I mean, it's going to be May, and now it is. Justin was onto something. Justin knew, man. He was a prophet. Adam Lambert. Why not? He sings with Queen. I'm sure he rips it up on that. Oh, shit. The Afghan Wigs, Honky's Ladder EP. This is notable for one song right there. Creep. No, not the Radiohead Creep, as in TLC's Creep. Incredible cover of it. Andrew Gold. Thank you for being a friend and Lonely Boy just right off the bat. No spooky, scary skeletons, but hey, Andrew Gold is slowly getting his due. Oh, this is the one with Tony K. Is it Tony K? Yeah. Badger. One Live Badger. 1972, cover up by Roger Dean and dude from Genesis, I think. So, what's this one? Oh, Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals. Never heard it yet. I missed that one when it came out. Should be pretty good. This one was super cool. Black Keys. If you can see, the CD's black right now, okay? But if you look very closely, you can see, there you go. See how it's showing the name on it? Now watch this. Put a little bit of heat on that with your thumb. Can't be good for the disc. And it didn't do, oh, see a little bit. See where my thumbprint was? So yeah, it's when you put it in the CD player and you play it, and the heat from the player actually turns the disc like a gray color, and all the black letters are there. I thought that was a really cool. It's something most bands just never really did that I know of. Oh, this is a cool one. Blood Circus. Blood Circus is probably the most notable for this right here. Their Sunday show at the Vogue where Nirvana opened for them. Hey, we were supposed to get Nirvana here in Yakima, so I get it. The greatest hits of Boots Randolph. You probably know it as yakety sax, as the the speed up music. It's funny. Motown Philly's back again. We're doing a little East Coast thing. Brandi Carlile, Washington Girl. She's doing really well for herself these days. She's kicking some ass. Never really had a chance to listen to her albums, so it's kind of cool. Busta Rhymes, Extinction Level Event. Again, I missed out on a lot of Busta's albums in the late 90s, early 2000s, so it's kind of cool to get both of these out. And speaking of Genesis, the band's not on this. I looked. Would have been cool to have Busta Rhymes with Genesis. That would have been some next level stuff. There was a point in the 90s where this was really a thing. Benedictine monk chants. I don't know why. I mean, I do drugs, and even I couldn't figure it out. Color Me Bad. Yeah, that's how you know I do drugs. Takes a Thief. If you look right there, there's Fantastic Voyage for those of you coming to my first trivia show on May 12th. Fantastic Voyage could net you a couple points. This one, again, I found sealed, and I have not heard this in years. And this is just, I love the art design, the style. Look at the tray underneath, too. Look at that. See, it's like the cover. Neato. But yeah, this album is... there was a lot of like noise experimental albums in the 90s with like using samples and weird things, and this is definitely one of my favorites. It's up there with like Propeller Heads and what's the other one? Corner Shop. Only in my dreams do I find Debbie Gibson CDs out of the blue. Nobody? Calm down. Deke Dickerson, The Rhythm, Rhyme, and Truth. I don't know, I haven't listened to it yet. Looks pretty cool. This looks cool too. Detroit Emeralds. Not familiar, but that looks awesome. More Dire Straits. They were just in the cards. Best of. Can't say no to that. Definitely can't get Electric Light Orchestra's greatest hits. I mean, look at all this good stuff. Turn to Stone, Showdown, Evil Woman, Strange Magic, Mr. Blue Sky, which is very much, if I look out the window here, is just really Just shining today. Oh, here's some loose ones I found. Meat Puppets, Too High to Die. I just love that album. The cover's great. What's this? First Kiss album. And Cheap Trick, Woke Up with a Monster, but the case was all nasty, so I separated it out, and I'll just fix that later. Yeah, those need to go to the storage unit. This is all going to the storage unit today. That's why I'm doing this today. Oh, yeah. Rock Me Amadeus and Der Kommissar. I mean, and Vienna Calling. Those are the 3 big Falco songs, unless you live in Europe. The Glenn Frey solo collection. So this has like You Belong to the City, Smuggler's Blues, The Heat Is On. And those are really the big ones I know. Now we're in the H's. We're getting close to the end, folks. Heart. What About Love? Never, These Dreams. Yeah, that's on that album. The Heartthrobs. Don't know yet. We will certainly find out. The debut Helmet album. I like this, but I don't love it the way I do Meantime. Just not my jam. I Hate Johnny T. So should you. Pain is Love. What's all in this? Living It Up. Yeah. Ja Rule. He had his sound, didn't he? The clean version of Jay-Z Volume 2. I run shows, and for me to find clean versions of songs like, Can I Get A? It's nice to have for background music. I don't need N-bombs dropped every song. Jimi Hendrix. If you don't know, sorry. Gotta Live and Learn with Joe Public. I remember this was a big deal when it came out. Never heard much of him ever since. Johnny Horton's Greatest Hits. Some good old country music. Joss Stone. Never listened to that album, but I remember her being kind of cool, and I enjoyed what I heard of it, so why not go for it? Juvenile, the G Code. Never listened to it either, so let's see how it sounds. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Kanye and Jay-Z. Didn't even know about this, but this has got the N-Bombs in Paris song, I think. Louise Goffin, friends with her sister. So I had to grab it. Oh, let's go to the K. I missed that one. Criss Cross, totally crossed out. I don't know why my CD's not ripping, but I'm not happy about that. Because that's the only Criss Cross I was missing. I have a Criss Cross shirt, too. Mad Dog, 26 Red. I don't know. Looks like anything from 2002. Homemade, produced, independent, I should say. Madonna Music. Remember when she was a cowgirl? You know I'm all about that trout. About that trout. No bass. Mint Condition. New Jack Swing stuff. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it. This is how I do it, and it's not Friday night. He had a second album. I didn't know. Days of Future Past by the Moody Blues. This is the BMG release. Maybe I should have grabbed that other one. But yeah, this is a gorgeous-ass album if you've never listened to it. Just beautiful. Oh, Lenticular Time. Mystical. Danger! Danger! This CD's on fire! Look at it. Oh, God. Let's get ready with Mystical. Oh. I had no idea Nate Dogg had a solo album. He was so good on... What was that album? It's coming up. Country Grammar. Found a lot of good hip-hop this month. Of Mice and Men. I've heard their stuff now on Rock Band, and I enjoy what I hear, so might as well see what an album's about. 2 discs of Ozzy. I mean, what's wrong with that? Ooh, here we go. Here's some 90s for you. I can probably read it here on the side. Poison Idea. Yeah, there you go. They were in the Rocket every month, every week. The new Poison Idea. Portrait. It's what it is. I don't know. Oh, Come and Ride That Train. It's the Quad City DJs. That's a pretty good one. I enjoyed that one a lot. Rodgers and Hammerstein Collection. Because I need Spadoinkle Day on demand. Sandman, Western Blood. Apparently it's a Swedish rock band from the late 80s. I had no idea. I've yet to delve into that record, but I'm looking forward to it this month. I don't think I'm going to find nearly this much stuff in May. I'll be shocked if I do. Saw him at Bumbershoot. Mr. Boombastic. Mr. Lovarova. But it wasn't me. I do wish I was a little bit taller. A little bit of a baller. Yeah, I can't believe I bought that either. Smokin' Armadillos. I mean, how are you not convinced? The Smokin' Armadillos. I was all about it. I couldn't say no to that. The only Snoop Dogg I was missing. And there it is. And I have a signed poster for that album, so that's pretty cool. Oh boy. Tom Lehrer. He, it's like the complete 2 albums he did on one disc, so this is pretty much a good chunk of his output. But yeah, he was a silly piano player who wrote silly songs that were really well done. Vangelis, Soil Festivities. I don't know. I started listening to it. It's just ambient music. It's pretty neat. If you ever heard the Blade Runner soundtrack, he also did that. More Vangelis. Again, just I keep finding it, so I'm just picking it up. Oh, Best of Van Morrison. This is just one of those ones you always find. There's some really good-ass songs on here. I forgot, like Domino. And I was like, okay, that's going in the music. There we go. Warren G. Regulate. The G-Funk Era. You know, the real no. Almost there. Dankeschön, baby. It's Wayne. It's Megan Jack. They said, get behind me, Satan. Yep, cool. And Rex in Effect. All I want to do is get a Hoover in your room and vacuum and shake the rug. So that's it for the most of the pickups. There's a small little pierce. This is the overtime section now, since you've been so wonderful sticking around here. This has been 37 minutes. Good Lord. These are the final ones I didn't have. I couldn't find Discog entries for, so I have to create them. And that's fine. Actually, this one may not be what I think it is, but it's a Bad English single with tape over it, so this might have something on it. Moose Tunes for Kids. I'm sold. I mean, it's about mooses. Elton Volume 3 on cassette didn't have a entry. I was kind of surprised. Gene Pitney's 20 Greatest Hits didn't have one. Gladys Knight and the Pips didn't have one. Gord's Gold didn't have one. What's this one? Little Richard. That one didn't have a proper one. And then I think these might. The Big Chill 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure they had. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Doesn't matter. They're going in the collection all the same. And then your finale, The Sea of Glass. I don't know what that is, but that line just cracks me up. Baby Shambles. It had a live disc, so I can't say no to that. Like a DVD. Furlan Husky. It's some truck driving son of a gun. The All Stars. And the incomparable Slimmy Whitman. Haha. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, oh, and there's a dime at the bottom of the tote. That is my pickups for April 2022. Thank you for tuning in. I saw 1 or 2 pop in, but it's just all about getting things back out again and just streaming and just having some fun with it. So I do appreciate you sticking around. Let me show you the new shit I got, and we'll see you all soon. So until then.